This is a governor who actually has a successful working relationship with ICE in his state, my free state of Florida. Governor Ron DeSantis is with us. You have gone overboard to have a great relationship with ICE. You work hand in hand with them. You've made Florida a safer state, and that relationship helps keep the ICE officers safe in the process and Florida law enforcement safe in the process.
Well, that's right. I mean, when President Trump got sworn in, we knew this was our moment to finally solve this illegal immigration problem once and for all. And of course, they got the border stopped pretty quickly, which was a great achievement. But you had interior enforcement. All the millions and millions of people that Biden let in, had to obviously be dealt with. So we're the only state in the country that requires all state and local law enforcement to participate and to assist ICE in immigration enforcement operations. And in fact, we just announced this week, Sean, our Operation Tidal Wave with state agencies has gotten 10,000 additional apprehensions. And if you look at local government and local police, we're close to 20,000 additional apprehensions. That's over and above everything DHS and ICE is already doing. So if every state did that, heck, if even just the red states did what we're doing, you would see those numbers go up very, very quickly across the country.
Yeah, I don't understand, and I brought this up with Jonathan Turley. How is it your friend Gavin Newsom, for example, or Tim Walz, for example, or Kamala Harris, for example, for 4 years they lied and said the border was closed and secure. They let all these people unvetted into the country, terrorists, rapists, gang members, other violent criminals. But you didn't do that. You didn't allow that in the state of Florida. You partnered with ICE. You kept Floridians safe. How is it these governors and mayors are not held accountable for aiding and abetting in the law breaking?
Well, maybe they will. I mean, we'll see what the DOJ does. But I think part of the problem, Sean, is, California is a sanctuary state. They give massive benefits to illegal aliens. And so they're incentivizing people to go to California who are here illegally. Well, obviously, that creates a whole host of problems. And so they end up causing California citizens to leave at higher rates. California never used to lose population. Now they do. And so what happens is those typically tend to be the more center-right voters, right? So the remaining electorate ends up being even more liberal. I think we saw that in New York City with the election of that mayor. And unfortunately, in Minnesota, I can tell you firsthand, you go down to Southwest Florida right now, Sean, there's a lot of people who fled Minnesota to be down in Naples and Fort Myers and some of those areas. And this has been going on for years with their COVID insanity, with the rioting in 2020. Minneapolis used to be a very well-run city, and now leftist policies have just totally tanked it. And I think you're seeing the mayor and the governor interpose against federal immigration enforcement. Are you kidding me? That's not going to make those people there safer.
And look at the resources. Medi-Cal putting a state like California in debt. If they do this billionaires tax, one of the co-founders of Google out, Larry Ellison out. They're leaving. I mean, they're chasing them away. But that's good for you and me and Florida.
Well, they're
okay
killing the golden goose. And they're doing things that are causing people to flee, because it's one thing to tax someone normal income, which we don't do, but I get that. But to take somebody's property, make you sell homes or sell your assets for unrealized gain, that is unbelievably stupid, and it will backfire.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.